It's like too quiet in here.
If you're down here, make a noise.
If you think about energy, if you think about who were here, you had serial killers, you had murderers, you get a lot of crazy things that happen here.
Are there any specific events that you can tell us about that happened here?
There were a lot of incidences of kids being beaten, kids being mistreated.
The chapel, wow.
Can you turn that light on if you died here?
This place is like straight out of a horror movie though. I can confidently say that.
When you are evil in life, you are evil in death. So if they don't want you there, they are going to still give you those emotions and show you who they are.
Haunted, abandoned, and hella creepy.
Tonight we're in the Mid-Orange Correctional Facility, an extremely haunted, old abandoned complex of buildings that was once a prison and a boys' reformatory school. Tonight, I'm with Danica. You're a reporter from the New York Post.
Yeah.
This is your first ghost hunt.
I'm extremely excited and I'm ready to be hella creepy with you.
Yeah. She's been talking all night about how she's genuinely freaked out to be here.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
I mean, I'm really excited. They kind of made me do this, but I'm always up for a challenge. I love, scary movies, but I think that what I'm going to see tonight is going to be probably a little bit scarier than what I'm used to. I do have like really good intuition. I can tell people's auras and I can always feel like good things and bad things with people. So I don't know if that's going to play in tonight. Maybe if I feel something negative, I'll tell you to go and check it out and I'll stay back behind.
I'll take the lead when it comes to that.
Great.
So you don't have to be too worried.
Thanks, I'll stand behind you. You're really tall.
Yeah, right. But I will say that earlier today we did a walkthrough of this complex and there's a specific area in one of the buildings where I felt an extreme heaviness. And I'm interested to learn more about the history and see if that somehow is going to corroborate what I was feeling. And to see if you feel it.
Yeah, definitely gonna be respectful and hopefully, if I'm respectful of the ghosts, they'll be respectful of me and we'll both make it out here.
Yeah,
in one
hopefully.
Piece. Hopefully.
I'm excited though. This place is really big. It's really cold out right now and it's hella creepy, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you were saying, it's all three, right? Scary,
yep.
What are the
Haunted, abandoned, and hella creepy.
And hella creepy.
It's all three.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm excited for you guys to come for the ride and, once again, hopefully we make it out alive.
Yeah, let's get into it. An hour and a half outside of Manhattan, situated in the hills of Warwick, New York, are the abandoned remains of what was once the New York State Training School for Boys. 500 young men were housed at the complex in hopes of rehabilitating them into productive members of society. But that's not often what happened here. Violent teens from broken homes in New York City were brought here where their old habits were made worse by frequent abuse from the very staff that was supposed to be providing them with the care that they needed. One 15-year-old boy was so troubled that he took his own life in the dorm he was assigned to. With the disappointing results of the training school, it was decided that in 1977, the facility would be converted to a medium-security prison known as Mid-Orange Correctional. Now, the violent and deranged were housed here, including serial killer Richard Beigenwald, up until 2011, when the facility was abandoned as part of an effort to clean up the state's prison system. Since then, the property has been reported to be extremely haunted, with paranormal phenomena occurring in nearly every remaining building. Maybe it's the tormented spirits of the young men of the training school, or the more sinister energies of the adult inmates from the prison era. Maybe we'll find out for ourselves as we explore the grounds tonight. So we're standing outside of the Mid-Orange Correctional Facility right now. We're joined by Pam Crisci with Ghost Hunts USA. Her company runs ghost tours outside of this complex and inside of the buildings. And you have some pretty scary experiences to share with us that have happened to you and guests, in these buildings, right?
Yes, we have several accounts. We've been coming here for about 2 years, so you get a lot of experience, a lot of crazy things that happen here.
Can you tell us a little bit about the history behind this building?
Yes. So before it became a boys' reformatory, it was actually a farm for people who were addicted to alcohol, and they called it the tent colony. So we're talking like 1912, like early on. And then it became the boys' reformatory, became New York State Boys Training School. And the kids that were brought here were kids that had delinquent offenses, some orphans that did not have a place to go. So the kids that were here, they ranged sometime from 10 to about 18 or 20, that they would come here and try to be reformed. After that, about 1977, it became the Mid-Orange Correctional Facility, which was a medium security prison for the state of New York.
What is the most haunted building here on property?
Oh, that depends on the
Out
day.
of all of them.
Oh boy. You know, we've had experiences in every building. So it's very hard. It depends on the night, but I would say we've gotten apparitions up on the 3rd floor of the administration building on video during a live investigation. Wow. That came out of the hallway, walked into in front of the camera, kind of looked, and then just walked back and just disappeared.
What the f is that?
We have voices, people being touched here in A3, A4, which are the cottages, or even spirits that give off like smells, like scents.
And why would that be happening?
Well, I mean, if you think about energy, right, and if you think about, you know, who were here, you had serial killers, you had murderers. When you are evil in life, you are evil in death. So you're still going to be that grumpy, nasty person when you go to the other side. So if they don't want you there, or they're just, you know, that kind of person, they are going to still give you those emotions and show you who they are.
So with most prisons and different facilities like this, there's violence and a lot of other unsavory things that are happening here. Are there any specific events that you can tell us about that happened here?
Yes, actually there is one story of Charles who was beaten by his cottage father, is what they called them, that took care of the boys. He was beaten and he hung himself over in the rafter above his bed. So he passed away. There were a lot of incidences of kids being beaten, kids being mistreated. There were children that went missing, that never returned, escaped, things like that. So there's a lot that weren't documented. There's a lot that was also kept under wraps at that time. Eleanor Roosevelt came here to see how the conditions were and was appalled. So
really?
Yes. So she had wrote a story about how they were mistreated and it was unfair to these children and it was awful. So when it became the prison, there were also several really bad inmates here. There was a serial killer here who actually killed 7 people. He was here as a child, who came back as a prisoner.
Overall here, you've got noises, you've got apparitions, you've got even pushing, scratching type activity. You've really got everything. I'm personally very excited to explore this place. With that, I say we set up and set in.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So before we move on to other parts of this complex, I wanted to bring us into this room because of the names on this machine. I don't want to sound dumb, but I don't know exactly what this thing is. None of us can agree.
It's like a boiler or something.
But I mean, when you look in here, I know people online are going to say, oh, it's obviously this, but I'm not an engineer.
And it almost looks like something they put like to grate meat or something. Like
Yeah.
you throw stuff in there.
I think what's interesting, like Pam was telling us, is that there are names all over this sheet of metal. And you can see the dates when these names were etched into here, like, where's this
Finn
one?
from the Bronx, July 27, 1959.
Yep.
51.
Allen Cottage, D3, the one and only Finn.
Warren Moore, 1950, May 1950.
Wow.
Oh wow, it says came May 1950 and left 1985?
Wow. So that's a long sentence.
Wait, yeah,
He must have did something
really bad.
interesting.
Paul Carter from Manhattan, 19, I can't read all of it. It's kind of scary. I'm just freaked out by the word help, to be honest.
Yeah. I think the way that this is going to be useful to us is if we get any names tonight,
Yeah.
we're going to be able to go back and reference this and see if we can communicate with any of these people.
Right.
And while we're here, I want to say, maybe if you signed this sheet of metal right here, if you're down here or your energy is in the basement area, follow us around tonight and talk to us. Okay, so to start tonight's investigation, I thought that it would be the best to come down to the tunnels that go beneath this entire complex. This is a very, very long tunnel. You can see it's right behind us. It's pitch black. And multiple people have reported experiencing some pretty crazy things down here, hearing whistling, hearing footsteps, being followed by something, seeing shadow figures. So if there's a place where there's gonna be a powerful energy, I think it would be down this tunnel.
So you set it up with a red light. Tell me why it's like a red light and not blue or green or...
Well, some paranormal theorists say that using red light allows you to see shadow figures or other entities more easily with your eyes. It has to do with how we process light and everything, so... Oh, did you...
I heard that.
Did you...
I did hear that too.
That was loud.
I heard that. Maybe that's like telling us not to mess with them right now.
So I'm gonna give you the millimeter.
Okay, what's this?
This is basically an EMF detector. It'll tell us electromagnetic frequency levels. If it spikes, if you notice that it goes up,
Okay.
make sure and let me know, because that means that's what spirits are said to give off.
Okay, anything above 0 is a spike?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, that's the paranormal theory, is that ghosts use EMF energy to manifest, or vice versa, they give off EMF energy. So by using that thing, we can see if there is that energy down here.
Okay.
And I'm feeling like, I'm like actually feeling something back there right now.
I just feel my face is getting hotter and hotter, which is a little weird because it's cold outside.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my first ghost hunt and I've never seen anything before. So this is about to be like a life-changing thing because once you see something, you can't unsee it, right?
No.
Like I'm gonna remember this for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and based on hearing that loud of a noise already, I feel like tonight's gonna be really active.
Okay.
And I'm getting kind of weird feelings down here.
Okay, well that just gives me all the confidence to go in this
Yeah.
behind you. But if I'm gonna go into a scary tunnel with anybody, I'm glad I'm with you.
Yeah,
So-
I'll be your guide. I'll go
Yeah.
first.
Please
Thankfully.
do. Please do.
So I'm gonna run on an IR camera too. This
Okay.
is night vision. And we have a REM pod right here, which is kind of the same tech as that, but
Okay.
basically if a spirit or an energy gets close to this thing, it'll start beeping and it'll let us know. Well, I'm gonna roll on this.
Okay,
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
As ready as I'll ever be.
Without further ado, ooh. If we can get down here with me, it's at least dry.
Yep.
I don't know what the hell all this nasty is. Oh, dude, this is a gnarly tunnel. There's something about tunnels that's like just so creepy,
Yeah.
especially once we kill the light.
Hell no. We ain't killing the light. Why would you say something so crazy as to kill the light?
Oh, what's down here? Look at it.
Watch your step.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of tripwires, like they want you to trip and... Oh wow, it keeps going. She said the door wasn't gonna be open, but it is.
Oh.
Oh, that's not safe.
What the hell, dude? Oh, well, this is definitely f***ing scary. Woo! Oh, no, thank you. Holy fuck, dude.
No.
This f***ing metal platform just bent under my weight.
Yeah, we shouldn't go any further.
No, fuck that, dude. What the f***? That's a big drop, too.
Oh no.
Hand me the camera. I can show that.
Yeah.
Dude, that was actually really dangerous. Dude, that is like,
Are we going back?
yeah.
Yeah. I guess I'll lead us back into salvation.
It's a long trek.
Yeah. Whoa. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Here we are.
The chapel, wow. Well, forget it. I heard that.
Okay. Now we can really set some stuff up.
Okay, we survived the basement, which is exciting.
Yep. Here we are. We're in the chapel. This is supposed to be one of the most haunted areas. We're on the 3rd floor of the school building. And This is just, it's creepy up here.
Yeah, it's creepy. It's triggering my Catholic upbringing. There's like an altar behind us.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that.
And the Roman numerals are around the room as well.
Right when we started to roll, I don't know who can get a shot of that, but the proximity meter is showing that there's somebody standing right there in the hallway somewhere. See how it's lit up green?
Oh.
That's showing that there is something that just disrupted that area right in front of that, so.
So blue means nothing, green means go?
Yeah,
I guess?
it's green on one side, red on the other.
Okay.
But that means there's somebody in that hallway.
But we saw green, what if we see red?
Then that means it's entered the room. Oh. It'll be on this side.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, to kind of cue you in on everything, we've got REM pod right there, a REM pod over here, and one over there. These devices are the, if something walks up to it, it'll set it off. Then we have a Paralight right there, which is an EMF meter, which just basically tracks energy.
Okay.
The flashlight's down that hallway. We've got this whole room booby-trapped.
So cool.
And the final piece of the puzzle is Spirit Talker.
Wow.
I'm gonna give this to you. This is one of my favorite apps.
You know me, I'm a talker.
Yeah, so. It puts out, there's a level of EMF in the environment, and if it fluctuates, it's gonna put that fluctuation through an algorithm and give us a word.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So we can literally talk to the spirits.
Yeah, they'll hear what the response is and they can manipulate from there, so.
I'm also getting a smell, like a smell of like, you know when you blow out a match?
Or even spirits that give off like smells, like scents.
I smelled that earlier in that other room that we were walking towards.
Yeah, I smelled it before too. But I didn't know if it was like a cologne of yours.
No.
No, it's not you.
No.
I just smelled it again. It's like, yeah, when you blow out a match or something. So,
that's not a good sign a lot of times.
Okay.
It's usually a bad sign.
It's usually a bad sign.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just hope that it's not what
is it
that
a sign
means.
of exactly?
Some would say it's more of a demonic type thing.
Yeah.
Sulfur, like smoky. But it could be also, you know, tobacco or something like that. So
I just smelled it again as you were saying it. Okay, great. Well, then let's turn this on and see if the spirit says something positive.
Here we go. Is there anybody here on the 3rd floor of the building with us? You can come up. You can touch any of the lights that we have set up. If you see any of the little toys that we have, you can come play with them. We don't want to hurt you. We don't want trouble.
We just want to talk.
So let me just ask, can you let us know that, right there.
Yep.
Yep,
It's
fucking
green.
right there in that hallway.
It's some.
Jenny, it said Jimmy. Didn't I just ask, who are you?
Yeah.
Or what? Okay, Jimmy. It went off right when that went off too. It's like Jimmy just came into the room.
Yeah. No, it turned green and then it said Jimmy, and that's why I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, the flashlight too, back there. Oh, Jimmy, thank you so much for coming in here. I think we've confirmed that that's you. Can you tell us something about yourself? That's a yes right there.
Yeah.
Tell us something about yourself, Jimmy. Maybe, can you turn that light on if you died here? Oh, there it goes.
Oh, we're sorry to hear that, Jimmy. How did you die?
Investigate
how we died.
Oh my God.
Like abuse, Jimmy? Is that what you're saying? Weren't there kids that went missing here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of freaky.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jimmy.
Oh, I feel it's like even colder all of a sudden too.
It's getting colder.
Jimmy.
Wait, I'm sorry.
No, you.
Likes when I ask questions.
Yeah, ask something.
Jimmy, are your friends here?
You I smell that smoke.
Intelligent.
Intelligent.
Is he calling me intelligent? Maybe.
Oh no. Isn't this a school too?
Yeah.
I keep hearing just little knocks too.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we're alone up here.
And the light keeps going off. It's really bright.
Yeah, and that was just on for like 15 minutes while we were setting up, and it was just off.
Oh.
Right when we started asking questions, it turned on, and now it's just fully on. So I think
Helen.
Helen.
I asked if any of his friends are here.
Helen?
Remember? I just asked, are any of your friends here?
Helen. You know what? I feel like, honestly, we should move to the to that hallway.
Again?
I'm feeling like we should step that way.
Killer.
Oh! Nope. 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 Nope.
Investigate
nope.
the killer? Maybe Jimmy was killed.
Yeah, or the killer is here. Okay.
Okay.
So Jimmy, do you want us to investigate your killer?
Here, let's just stop right here. Sorry. Okay, why don't you ask something about Jimmy's killer?
Jimmy, can you tell us something about your killer? Were you murdered here? Ooh, it's getting so much colder. My fingers are starting to like get super numb.
I can hold this too if you want to put your hands in your
Oh,
pockets.
no, it's okay. I need to talk to Jimmy. Jimmy's telling me all about him and his girl, Helen. Jimmy, can you tell us about Helen? Your friend?
My throat.
I just asked him how he was killed and he said his throat.
Right when you said that too.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Wait, didn't Pam tell us that somebody hung themselves?
Oh my God.
One story of Charles, he hung himself over in the rafter above his bed.
Did you kill yourself, Jimmy? Did you hang yourself?
That's a weird connection.
But yeah, maybe like they hung themselves.
Or killer
Someone
in my
slit his
throat.
Yeah, someone slit his throat.
That could have been strangled, choked, stabbed.
Jimmy, do you want revenge?
You can tap one of...
Explosion.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, I've never gotten that word on here. Explosion?
Jimmy, are there any other friends here besides Helen? Anybody that we should be scared or worried about? It's like delayed, but then he always answers.
It takes time.
We just have to remember our questions.
Help me.
Oh, no.
Yo, that was loud though down there. Jimmy.
How can we help you? Oh.
I think this is painting a very vivid image right now. Jimmy, investigate Jimmy. Obviously he died here, that's what the light was telling us in there. All our devices are going off, so Jimmy's followed us down the hallway. Killer, my throat, help me. Maybe he was never found. Maybe he was abused. I don't know what to make of all of that, but it sounds like Jimmy was assaulted in some way. Had to do with his throat.
And he wants us to find his killer, clearly.
Yeah.
And he wants
Or-
revenge.
Yeah.
For an explosion. He wants to blow,
Wants to blow the
he wants to
place
blow some shit up.
I don't know if we can help with that, Jimmy, but I understand the anger. I think what we can help you with, because he's saying help me, is to
Yeah.
tell the story or find out more about the past.
Right, or find out his killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find out what happened. When all these things start to happen, like the flashlight, all these devices, it's telling us a story. It seems like it's gearing up. And at this point, I think Jimmy, like we were just talking, the young boy who committed suicide here.
Yeah. His name is Charles.
Yeah, Charlie, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was actually a suicide.
Right. Maybe like his mom, his cottage mom and dad, right? Husband and wife, maybe they killed him and made it look like an accident.
The abuse that
Or
went on
suicide.
here, you know?
Yeah.
The kids that went missing, there's so much mystery and those records are just gone.
Maybe they wanted to get rid of him, so they made it look like a suicide. And now he wants us. I mean, Charles and Jimmy, I feel like that's like a nickname.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he wants us to investigate, that's what he said, his killer. I think Jimmy left.
I was about to say that, actually.
Because like all the things are
He
gone.
killed.
He killed.
What?
Right when we said that. I have a feeling the energy was so strong here, but look it was leading us down the hallway
Yeah.
out of the building. This is
Yeah.
towards the block where Jimmy was
Killed. Oh,
took
yeah.
his own life or possibly was killed.
Oh yeah, and there are a bunch of different cottages that we're gonna investigate. Okay.
So I think
A
at this
man here.
a man here.
Well, damn. Okay, wait a second.
That's crazy though. I think that we have been talking to Charles or Charlie maybe this whole time.
Yeah. Maybe Jimmy was like a nickname.
Yeah. I think at this point though, we've communicated enough here and
Yeah.
we need to take it right to
Where?
the place where it happened.
Coming up on the next episode of Haunted, Abandoned, and Hella Creepy.
Standing behind us right now are the 14 cottages where all the boys who were here at the reform school were housed.
Charles hung himself in one of these cottages.
Well, without further ado, let's go into the demon house. If there's something dark in here, something evil,
I hear things, I hear noises, I hear voices.
me too. I would love for you to come out.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna sit really still for a second. I think you're letting us know that you're here.
If you're down here, make a noise.